What would Outfest look as not only an LA festival, but an organization that could reach out via digital, social, and all of these incredible emerging channels? How could we reconnect? I'm Damian Navarro, the new Executive Director of Outfest. Everybody has a story, and it's when you don't find those stories that represent you that you really feel a little bit lost. My story begins in Las Vegas, Nevada, on a military Air Force base. When you're growing up in a pretty conservative county, it's pretty painful to look around and see no one that looks like you, sounds like you. And to know that you were queer and that you started to have crushes on boys as early as 3rd and 4th grade, as I know so many of us have, it was quite a struggle. The first time I found Outfest was as a Cal State Fullerton film student who also happened to be in the LGBT film club. There were other filmmakers that looked like me, sounded like me, and films that I could actually identify. Fast forward a couple more years, I decided to get in the ad industry. But now as an advertising executive, there was something else that I started to see. The fact that this organization could be scaled, that communities all over the world could be as engaged as what I was seeing here. Fast forward to today. I most recently was running a studio and somehow found myself on a pathway back to the thing that I love most, storytelling. Those stories create a future in which we see ourselves living differently in which our beliefs can expand, in which we can truly embrace one another and our differences. You know, here at Outfest, you're gonna start to hear us use the word empathy a lot, building empathy. So what does that mean? Well, I know for me, it means all of those moments that I was coming up as a queer, biracial kid, there was times in which I needed my community to see me reflected in the motion pictures and images that they were watching every day. And when those things happened, I started to notice that those people started to look at me a little bit differently. This is a time in our history in which it is imperative that we start to look at ways that we can turn the attention back to one another instead of listening to the bad ideas that are coming up from up top. We can start to reach out to the communities that are in desperate need of reconnecting. So at this time, we're gonna ask for your help. We need not only your support and your time, but hopefully your resources and your connections to help us find that next queer kid that is in desperate need of our stories, to help find that ally that will help better connect with their community, and to expand our mission and help embrace communities both far and wide and light a fire of empathy unlike you've never seen.